launched by Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, to the 5th Ayurveda Day 2020 with the theme of Ayurveda for COVID-19 pandemic, to make people aware about Ayurveda and COVID-19 pandemic. COVID-19 has afflicted the globe and there is a lot of information and misinformation about coronavirus and the role of Ayurveda in this pandemic. Myths related to various infections have been prevalent from time to time, and it takes a long battle to demystify the existing myths by providing a realistic, evidence-based approach through information from reliable sources. In view of above, the Ayush Ministry has envisioned to conduct a public awareness campaign, Ayu Samvad, which is also one of the biggest awareness campaigns of Ayurveda, with the theme Ayurveda for COVID pandemic, to equip the health workers and general public with the knowledge and information to cascade the same to communities they are serving. This campaign will be immensely beneficial in understanding the importance of Ayurveda in the fight against COVID-19 and will specifically focus on the role of preventive, promotive, curative and restorative Ayurveda management of COVID-19. This campaign will assist to ensure the uniformity of information delivered to about 1 crore target audience across India through 5 lakh lectures. All India Institute of Ayurveda is an apex Ayurveda institute under the Ministry of Ayush, providing holistic care through individualized Ayurveda medicine, diet, yoga and relaxation techniques to COVID-19 patients across India. AIIA has been entrusted with the task of training the trainers to guide and enlighten the vision regarding the role of Ayurveda during this COVID-19 pandemic, with the salient aspects of Ayurveda for immunity boosting in pre-COVID, during COVID and in post-COVID management, essential role of diet, yoga and other guidelines. This online training of trainers program is being organized with the above mandate from 18 January 2021 to 21st January 2021 for all state directors, principals of Ayurveda colleges, medical officers and other stakeholders. The training material will be uploaded on the web portal of Ministry of Ayush and other Ayurveda institutions like that of AIIA, CCIM, CCRAS, RAV and State Ayush Directors web portal for reference and will guide to organize lectures across India in regional languages to give wider publicity of the theme Ayurveda for COVID-19 pandemic amongst the government offices, non-government sector employees, schools, colleges, Panchayati Raj institutions, Gram Sabhas, industries, various housing societies, women self-help groups, various NGOs, senior citizen groups, ASHA workers and health staff etc. for wider dissemination. With this brief introduction about the program, we will invoke the blessings of Lord Dhanvantri through Dhanvantri Stavan, for which I request Dr. Karthik for Dhanvantri Stavan.
Yes, Karthik, please.
शङ्खं चक्रं जलौकाम् दधतमृतखडम् चारुगोर्किश्चतुर्भि सूक्ष्मस्वच्छानुहृद्यां शुकः परिविलसन्मौलिम् अम्भोजनेत्रम् कालाम्भोजोज्ज्वलाङ्गम् कडितडविलसच्चारुपीताम्बराढ्यम् वन्दे धन्वन्तरिं तम् प्रौढिदावाग्नीलम्
Thank you, Dr. Karthik. Moving ahead is showcased a short documentary film, Ayurveda for COVID-19 pandemic.
प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के दिग्दर्शन में आयुष मंत्रालय ने कोविड-19 रिसर्च के क्षेत्र में कई महत्वपूर्ण कदम उठाए। कोविड-19 की इस लड़ाई में सहयोग के लिए आयुष मंत्रालय ने 7,99,000 आयुष चिकित्सकों की मदद से आम आदमी की रोग प्रतिरोधक क्षमता को बढ़ाने का प्रयास किया। इस कठिन समय में आयुष मंत्रालय द्वारा जारी किए गए सेल्फ केयर एडवाइजरी, गाइडलाइंस फॉर प्रैक्टिशनर्स और नेशनल क्लिनिकल मैनेजमेंट प्रोटोकॉल एवं पोस्ट कोविड मैनेजमेंट गाइडलाइंस बेस्ड ऑन आयुर्वेदा एंड योगा ने आम जनता को स्वस्थ रहने में मदद की। आयुष मंत्रालय द्वारा जारी किया गया आयुष संजीवनी मोबाइल ऐप लोगों के बीच आयुष संबंधित स्वीकार्यता तथा उपयोग के साथ साथ कोविड-19 उन्मूलन में इनके प्रभाव से जुड़ी जानकारियां जुटाने में सहायक सिद्ध हुआ है। इस ऐप के माध्यम से कुल 1,47 लाख से ज्यादा लोगों की प्रतिक्रिया मिली है। इनमें से 85.1% प्रतिभागियों ने की सूचना दी है, जो जन सामान्य में आयुष पद्धतियों की स्वीकार्यता को प्रतिबिंबित करती है।
भारत में कोरोना के खिलाफ लड़ाई जनता के साथ मिलकर शासन प्रशासन लड़ रहा है। इस समय दुनिया भर में भारत के आयुर्वेद और योग के महत्व को भी लोग बड़े विशिष्ट भाव से देख रहे हैं। हम अपने देश की अच्छी बातों को एविडेंस बेस्ड रिसर्च के आधार पर आगे बढ़ाने के बजाय उसे छोड़ देते हैं। भारत की युवा पीढ़ी को अब इस चुनौती को स्वीकार करना होगा। जैसे विश्व ने योग को सहज स्वीकार किया है, वैसे ही हजारों वर्षों पुराने हमारे आयुर्वेद के सिद्धांतों को भी विश्व अवश्य स्वीकार करेगा।
कोविड-19 के प्रबंधन में वैज्ञानिक अनुसंधान द्वारा आयुष की भूमिका को अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर सिद्ध करने के लिए ICMR, एम्स, DBT, CSIR जैसे अनुसंधान संस्थानों की सहभागिता से एक टास्क फोर्स का गठन किया गया। इसी आधार पर 4 अलग-अलग रसायन औषधियों यथा अश्वगंधा, यष्टिमधु, गुडची, पिप्पिली और एक पॉली हर्बल फॉर्मुलेशन का रैंडमाइज्ड कंट्रोल्ड क्लिनिकल ट्रायल्स बड़े स्तर पर किया गया है। आयुष के अंतर्गत विभिन्न प्रतिष्ठित संस्थान के 112 केंद्रों में कुल 84 अनुसंधान परियोजनाएं प्रगति पर हैं। होम्योपैथी दवा आर्सेनिकम एल्बम 30C, सिद्ध पारंपरिक पद्धति वर्णित औषधि कबसुर कुडिनीर एवं यूनानी दवाओं पर भी प्रोफिलैक्टिक अनुसंधान प्रगति पर हैं। आयुर्वेद के प्रतिरोधात्मक एवं प्रोत्साहक स्वास्थ्य सेवाओं का विस्तार करने के लिए IPGTR&A जामनगर और गुजरात सरकार द्वारा धन्वंतरी रथ योजना की सेवाएं शुरू की गई हैं। इसी क्रम में अखिल भारतीय आयुर्वेद संस्थान नई दिल्ली द्वारा 80,000 दिल्ली पुलिस कार्मिकों के लिए आयु रक्षा कार्यक्रम का क्रियान्वयन किया जा रहा है, जिसमें उनके व्याधि क्षमता को बढ़ाने के लिए आयु रक्षा किट प्रदान की जा रही है। शुरुआती नतीजों के मुताबिक दिल्ली पुलिस कर्मियों में कोविड-19 की घटनाएं और मृत्यु दर में काफी कमी दर्ज की गई है। मंत्रालय के अंतर्गत राष्ट्रीय संस्थान जैसे IPGTR&A जामनगर और अखिल भारतीय आयुर्वेद संस्थान नई दिल्ली आदि में कोविड-19 हेल्थ सेंटर की स्थापना की गई। एक ऐसे मुश्किल वक्त में जब दुनिया की बड़ी-बड़ी ताकतों ने घुटने टेक दिए, भारत कोविड के खिलाफ लड़ाई में दूसरे देशों के सामने नजीर बनकर खड़ा रहा। आयुष मंत्रालय आयुर्वेद के प्राचीन तरीकों को वैज्ञानिक कसौटी पर सिद्ध करने के लिए कटिबद्ध है। वो दिन दूर नहीं जब पूरा विश्व आयुर्वेद के वैज्ञानिक आधार को जान लेगा और अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर प्राथमिक स्वास्थ्य सेवाओं में आयुर्वेद समन्वित हो जाएगा।
This film presents the works and endeavors conducted by Ministry of Ayush and the Ayurveda institutions during COVID-19 pandemic to serve the people. We now request our revered chief guest, Shri Pramod Kumar Pathak ji, Additional Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, for his inaugural address and blessings. We request you, sir.
Mr. Pathak has not joined.
So I take this opportunity to introduce our audience and the stakeholders about this trainers program, which is going to be conducted for 5 days. The schedule of the program will be 2 training sessions on 18th, 19th and 20th. The participants of this session will be, in the today's program, we have all state Ayush directors and the directors of National Ayush Mission, the Project Management Unit and President and Registrars State Councils. In the afternoon session, we will have the CCRAS officers, REV Guru, and President and Secretaries. We'll also have with us in the afternoon session NGOs working in the field of Ayurveda. This session will be from 2:30 to 3:30 p.m. On 19th, the session in the morning from 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. will address the directors and principals of Ayurveda colleges. In the afternoon session, from 2:30 onwards, we will have all faculties of Ayurveda colleges, PG and PhD students along with interns as participants for the training session. On the 20th, we will have participants as medical officers of all states. On 20th, the session will be in the afternoon only, and on 21st also, the session will be in afternoon, where we will be having general practitioners and Ayurveda graduates as audience. The training will be provided by the expert staff from All India Institute of Ayurveda, which has been providing its services in this COVID-19 pandemic directly among the public through Ayur Raksha project, through the Dhanvantari Rath, and through the COVID health centers. This is one of the biggest Ayurveda awareness campaigns and is an ambitious project of the ministry in which the work has been entrusted to All India Institute of Ayurveda to disseminate this knowledge among public. The training will be provided and the relevant material will be uploaded on the website. The stakeholders who will be trained, they will be translating these training material into the regional languages and will be providing training to the other stakeholders so that this information and this message reaches the common public. This training program is an ambitious project and is expected to help in the fight against COVID-19. The fight of COVID-19 has reached a stage where there is vaccine also, but still the precautions are to be taken by the public. The social distancing, the immunity boosting measures, they have helped immensely in the phase before the advent of the vaccine, and that measures are going to help further. This training program will highlight the salient aspects of Ayurveda, the principles regarding the diet, lifestyle, yoga, what all measures can be taken in the pre-COVID era for immunity boosting, and in the people who have been afflicted by COVID. What all the presentations can we have and what all the measures we can do. During the post-COVID, as it is reported that a lot of post-COVID complications are being faced by the people. So Ayurveda measures which are to be taken during the post-COVID phase for the restoration of the health and prevention of the post-COVID complications. These all will be the aspects of this training. Moving ahead, we now request the inaugural. Has Dr. Pramod Kumar Pathak sir joined us?
Not yet.
Okay, so moving ahead, we now commence with the first lecture of Ayurveda in this Ayu Samvad by our esteemed resource, Honorable Director, All India Institute of Ayurveda, Professor Tanuja Manoj Nesri Madam. She is the one who has envisioned the fight under the directions of Ministry in All India Institute of Ayurveda. This session will be followed by the question and answer session to resolve the trainer's queries. Ma'am will be commencing with us shortly after the sharing of the PPT. There have been some technological problems due to which we are not able to play the PowerPoint. So we'll be playing the film once again for our audience who has joined us a little bit later.
माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के दिग्दर्शन में आयुष मंत्रालय ने कोविड-19 रिसर्च के क्षेत्र में कई महत्वपूर्ण कदम उठाए। कोविड-19 की इस लड़ाई में सहयोग के लिए आयुष मंत्रालय ने 7,99,000 आयुष चिकित्सकों की मदद से आम आदमी की रोग प्रतिरोधक क्षमता को बढ़ाने का प्रयास किया। इस कठिन समय में आयुष मंत्रालय द्वारा जारी किए गए सेल्फ केयर एडवाइजरी, गाइडलाइंस फॉर प्रैक्टिशनर्स और नेशनल क्लिनिकल मैनेजमेंट प्रोटोकॉल एवं पोस्ट कोविड मैनेजमेंट गाइडलाइंस बेस्ड ऑन आयुर्वेदा एंड योगा ने आम जनता को स्वस्थ रहने में मदद की। आयुष मंत्रालय द्वारा जारी किया गया आयुष संजीवनी मोबाइल ऐप लोगों के बीच आयुष संबंधित स्वीकार्यता तथा उपयोग के साथ साथ कोविड-19 उन्मूलन में इनके प्रभाव से जुड़ी जानकारियां जुटाने में सहायक सिद्ध हुआ है। इस ऐप के माध्यम से कुल 1,47,00,000 से ज्यादा लोगों की प्रतिक्रिया मिली है। इनमें से 85.1% प्रतिभागियों ने की सूचना दी है, जो जन सामान्य में आयुष पद्धतियों की स्वीकार्यता को प्रतिबिंबित करती है।
भारत में कोरोना के खिलाफ लड़ाई जनता के साथ मिलकर शासन प्रशासन लड़ रहा है। इस समय दुनिया भर में भारत के आयुर्वेद और योग के महत्व को भी लोग बड़े विशिष्ट भाव से देख रहे हैं। हम अपने देश की अच्छी बातों को एविडेंस बेस्ड रिसर्च के आधार पर आगे बढ़ाने के बजाय उसे छोड़ देते हैं। भारत की युवा पीढ़ी को अब इस चुनौती को स्वीकार करना होगा। जैसे विश्व ने योग को सहज स्वीकार किया है, वैसे ही हजारों वर्षों पुराने हमारे आयुर्वेद के सिद्धांतों को भी विश्व अवश्य स्वीकार करेगा।
कोविड-19 के प्रबंधन में वैज्ञानिक अनुसंधान द्वारा आयुष की भूमिका को अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर सिद्ध करने के लिए ICMR, एम्स, DBT, CSIR जैसे अनुसंधान संस्थानों की सहभागिता से एक टास्क फोर्स का गठन किया गया। इसी आधार पर 4 अलग-अलग रसायन औषधियों यथा अश्वगंधा, यष्टिमधु, गुडची, पिप्पिली और एक पॉली हर्बल फॉर्मुलेशन का रैंडमाइज्ड कंट्रोल्ड क्लिनिकल ट्रायल्स बड़े स्तर पर किया गया है। आयुष के अंतर्गत विभिन्न प्रतिष्ठित संस्थान के 112 केंद्रों में कुल 84 अनुसंधान परियोजनाएं प्रगति पर हैं। होम्योपैथी दवा आर्सेनिकम एल्बम 30C, सिद्ध पारंपरिक पद्धति वर्णित औषधि कबसूर कुडिनीर एवं यूनानी दवाओं पर भी प्रोफिलैक्टिक अनुसंधान प्रगति पर हैं। आयुर्वेद के प्रतिरोधात्मक एवं प्रोत्साहक स्वास्थ्य सेवाओं का विस्तार करने के लिए IPGTR&A जामनगर और गुजरात सरकार द्वारा धन्वंतरी रथ योजना की सेवाएं शुरू की गई हैं। इसी क्रम में अखिल भारतीय आयुर्वेद संस्थान नई दिल्ली द्वारा 80,000 दिल्ली पुलिस कार्मिकों के लिए आयु रक्षा कार्यक्रम का क्रियान्वयन किया जा रहा है, जिसमें उनके व्याधि क्षमता को बढ़ाने के लिए
So we'll now commence with the lecture of our resource. Dear friends, due to the technological advancements, on one hand, we are able to connect with each other even though we are located at such remote places. But on the other hand, we also have the technological hitches due to which there were some program hindrances. So now we are commencing with the lecture by Honorable Director, All India Institute of Ayurveda, Professor Tanuja Manoj Nesri Madam. So she'll be joining us, and we request all the participants and the trainers who have to train further to please note down their queries, because this will be followed by a question and answer session so that we can further disseminate this knowledge among public. Thank you.
Namaskar. May at the outset, on behalf of Ministry, Additional Secretary P.K. Pathak, he will be joining soon. At any time, and we are just commencing with the lecture. So I'm thankful to Ministry of Ayush, Secretary Vaidya Padmashri Vaidya Rajesh Kotecha ji, our Honorable Minister Sripad Yaso Naik, and we pray for his early recovery in the beginning, and all the coordinator nodal officer Dr. Umesh Tagre, Shalini Rai, Medha Kulkarni, and all the members, joint secretary from Ayush Gurus looking after the entire backbone of IT in the ministry, Sri Ranjit Kumar ji, and the Ayush Grid team, and all the directors from various state, and the principal directors and all the esteemed members who have joined this live program, Ayur Samvad. This is the first in the series. So I congratulate you, and I'm really thankful for joining to this noble cause. As rightly explained by my colleague Shalini Rai, this is going to be disseminated to the last, what we can say, the beneficiary, आम आदमी जो 125 करोड़ देशवासियों है, तो उनकी तरफ अगर awareness, if they are aware about the potential and strength of Ayurveda and how we can really prevent, protect, and treat and post-treatment complications and restorative health, if we really educate the people, I think that is the noble cause, and that's like a great corona warrior, and that's what was the vision of the ministry and IEC. As it is said, in the Ayurveda is not a one pill to be taken and to be cured. ये कोरोना ने हमें ये सिखाया पिछले 10 महीने में कि मेरा स्वास्थ्य ये मेरी जिम्मेवारी है. My health is my responsibility, and if health is to be earned, this is not as like from the pharmacist shop that you take a pill from the pharmacy and you get the health. And if it is health management system, as Ayurveda says that it is चिकित्सा चतुष्पाद, और उसमें चिकित्सा के चतुष्पाद में वैद्य, परिचारक, औषध, लेकिन अहम कड़ी है patient participation, and this is in this way participation is very important. And as we have understood, this coronavirus itself is a novel coronavirus. Entire world is being learning, understanding, dynamic. This is a dynamic process. पिछले 200 साल में पहली बार ऐसे हुआ कि इस वायरस के कारण पूरा वर्ल्ड एक साथ हम सीख रहे हैं. It is classical, contemporary, allopathy, Ayurveda, everyone is learning about the process, pathophysiology and management of Ayurveda. And this is the biggest, longest, largest drive even of the vaccination our Honorable Prime Minister has undertaken under Atmanirbhar Bharat. So हमारी जो आयुर्वेद की जो धरोहर है, जो हजारों साल से है, वो क्लासिकल और कंटेम्पररी है. हम खुद आत्मनिर्भर हमारी इम्यूनिटी में हो सकते हैं. कब होंगे? ये नोवेल कोरोना वायरस से जीतना कैसे, ये अगर हम आम आदमी तक पहुंचाएंगे, that awareness is the key of the success. That's what we have understood at All India Institute also. For last 10 months we are actively engaged in preventive, promotion and treatment and post-treatment management cell also. And what we have understood that we are educating each and every person in this moment, and in this initiative, and we have understood that this is the key of the success, and that's why this Ayur Samvad is the initiative we have undertaken for this cause. And in this let us understand quickly, and this is the model lecture we have undertaken, that each and everyone, last person like undergraduate scholar, say for example in the institute, or medical officer, he will conduct these 5 lectures, and this is the model lecture which is a base. उसका crux ये है, this can be just उसको elaborate कर सकते हैं as per the regional language, as per the context, as adding your own success stories. So this is what I'm just trying to explain how we started. I'm just sharing the success story, how we have started, and that may be inspired and that can be communicated, how we can communicate to each and everyone. मैं ये मेरा लेक्चर शुरू करने पहले एक चीज जरूर कहूंगी, हमने ऑल इंडिया इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ आयुर्वेद में एक पेशेंट एजुकेशन सेल एस्टेब्लिश किया है, and that cell is so active that we are educating our paramedical staff, our scholar patient, and everyone, and we have found it most and more useful, and that's why we have just created a Samvad, that is a dialogue. So the PPT is the media how we communicate, and as pointed out by my colleague Shalini, you may please raise your queries and write into chat box so that all of them within the given time frame can be addressed. And I'm sure, I'm really happy that our honorable additional secretary, he had joined, so it is a right time to listen to his blessings, and then I will be able, and it would be very, I will be very honored to take these his blessings forward in the in terms of the presentation. Thank you. May I request Honorable Additional Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, we are really thankful to you, sir, for representing the ministry and kindly accepting our invitation and the request for gracing this occasion as our chief guest and inaugurator of the program. In spite of your busy schedule, you could find the time to join. So may I request, before I proceed to the presentation, may I request for your blessings, sir. Minimize.
Ma'am, Pathak sir has not joined yet.
इस पाठक सर ज्वाइन हो गए?
नहीं मैम.
ओके, तो फिर मैं कंटिन्यू करूं प्रेजेंटेशन?
यस प्लीज, आप प्रेजेंटेशन शेयर कर दीजिए, वो प्रेजेंटेशन शेयर कर दीजिए.
ओके. First slide, previous slide. Yes. Ayurved, if we just start, this All India Institute of Ayurved is NABH accredited tertiary care hospital and postgraduate teaching and training institute of Ayurved, Center of Excellence under Ministry of Ayush, and we are blessed to have inaugurated none other than our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji in the presence of our Minister Sri Sripad Yasho Naik and Honorable Secretary Sri Vaidya Rajesh Koteja ji. Coming to what is Ayurveda, as everyone is learned, I will not go into detail, but more important, what I would like to highlight here, Ayu, as we know, is a science of is a life, and Ved is a knowledge system. Many people say that it is a science of life, but I would like to highlight here, it is a knowledge system. Veda is a knowledge, and it is not knowledge, it is a system where the entire, it touches to each and every walk of human life, and it is, that's why we say that dharmartha kama mokshanam arogyam moolam uttamam. So it's a knowledge system of healthy and happy life. As we say that Hitaitam Sukham Dukkham Ayush Tasya Hitaitam. So Hitakar and Sukhakar. So that's why everyone which is beneficial for Hitakar and Sukhakar, and that knowledge, and not only knowledge, when knowledge is there, the system is should be in place. It means it is an infrastructure, it's a conducive environment, it's the your behavior, everything. So that's why the knowledge system, it tells about what is the congenial knowledge system which leads to healthy and happy life. And that's why we say that from illness it leads to the journey to the wellness. But not only that, it has got an additional benefit as it leads to happiness. And that's how this knowledge system of leading towards wellness and happiness leads to the journey of health. And more important, when we say that Ayurveda is a indigenous system of India, and that's why it is deeply rooted in our community and in our public health. And that's why we say that whatever Dadimas, Nanimas, Nuska, what we are following, what is the ritual, what is our dharohar, जो seasonal regimen, जो हमारे जो rituals है festival में, all this is nothing but Ayurveda. And this is the time, this corona pandemic, we have to touch our tradition. जड़ों को touch करना is what is Ayurveda, and that's what this small pandemic virus, the larger having the larger impact across the globe has taught us. But what we are doing as Ayurveda is trying to understand the science, उसका जो relevance है current, तो scientific way में लोगों के सामने पेश करना, जिसमें पूरी दुनिया उसको ह्यूमैनिटी को वो यूज कर पाएगा. इसीलिए वो कम्युनिटी एंड पब्लिक हेल्थ में डीपली रूटेड है. And that's what we are trying to understand and establish the standardized protocol and the policy and the strategy and implementation, how it can be again deeply re-rooted and re-channelized into the public health and community, where each and everyone will be beneficial. And that's why aim of the Ayurveda is Swasthasya Swasthya Rakshanam Aturasya Vikar Parimoksha. And we say that in this way, when we promote the health of the healthy, we say that it is a 5P medicine. It's a prevention, promotion, predictive, participatory medicine, where the participation of each and every person who is taking, who is opting for the Ayurveda is very important. And that's why this Ayur Samvad, listening, having a dialogue with each and everyone, I think that makes Ayurveda successful. And it's when we say that Aturasya Vikara, it's not shaman, it is a prashaman, complete eradication of the disease. It's a complete management. And that's the holistic management, where we completely remove the cause and you establish the harmony within the self and the outside the self. And for the promotion, it's our Ahara Nidra Brahmacharya, that's the Trayopastambha. And diet is the Ahara, sleep is the Nidra, and celibacy, it's not the Brahmacharya, it's not the controlled sex, but it is the Brahma, that is a Swa and Charya Acharan. So how your lifestyle and the Acharan should be, that tells about. And if you have established and it is a conducive and personalized to your Prakruti, I think that's what is the key of the health success. Why should we adopt Ayurveda? Not only because it is good prevention, but if we look at the other healthcare measures and compare, so to compare, it is a cost effective. All the medicines, what we first important is the time tested, 5,000 years legacy it has. Then it is a cost effective, the quality, safety, efficacy is assured because of we have pharmacopoeia, standards are there. And this is the only science where there is a separate ministry, there is a separate system for the drug regulation, drug sale is there, doctors are there, academic institutions are there, regulators are there, and the research councils are there. Then we have in the drug, more important when in pandemic, it is a Janapadodnos Vyadhi. We have immunomodulators, rejuvenators, which takes care of the building the immunity. And that's how we have the separate Ashtanga Ayurveda, where the immune Jara, is one separate bench. We have the palliation, holistic integrated approach customized to Prakriti. We have various choices of treatment. If person is not customized to non-veg, we have the vegetarian, we have the 8,000 medicinal plants where we can have the permutation and combination, and we have the diet and the like biodiversity. India has the cultural biodiversity, and India has a vast food biodiversity, so we can practice biopurification, eliminate, flush out the toxins, and then give the oral medications. More important, it is a sattvam atva shariram trayametam tridandavat. Hence, it is a mental and spiritual well-being along with the physical. That's the key. It is not only a mind, it is the body, but it is a mind and body, two sides of a single coin. So with all this holistic management, we really have this strength in not only, and what this pandemic taught us, but what this pandemic gave the lesson to the entire world is that Ayurveda is not only the science, medical science, which is only meant for the chronic and non-communicable disease, but it is equally effective, better effective in the communicable diseases. That's the strength because of our preventive strength, because of our rasayanas, it has really proved. And now community has accepted this because you see more than 87% people are using the CADA and immunomodulators. They have changed their lifestyle, the diet, holistic approach of individualized approach. Everyone double things before taking anything outside. So it is a mindful eating, and it's a universal stress on the public and eugenic. That's how is the success of this pandemic, is that there is a blessing in disguise. It has taught us that Ayurveda is equally effective in the public health through the NAM route, and there are many non-chemical substances, natural products, and multiple areas. So this is how we have understood, and as I mentioned, that it is not only Jadibooty science, folklore medicine. It has got the scientific aspects into it, and as like the conventional medicine, it has been divided into 8 branches, Ashtanga Ayurveda, where cause, effect, hetu, linga, and aushadhi. So very systematic understanding of each and every disease and its manifestation and planning according to the disease. It is said that rogam ado parikshet tato anantaram aushadhi. So understand disease first, like in coronavirus. We understood according to Ayurveda and the plan, the management, Chikitsa Sutra. And accordingly, the Chikitsa Sutra management, the holistic management includes Panchakarma, medicine, Ahara, Dinacharya, Yoga, and meditation. So this is 5-part management is for each and every disease based on the condition of the patient. This is how we say that the holistic management tailor-made to the need of the individual patient. And this is how we understood and we developed the standard treatment protocol for the management of the Corona-19. When we say that Rogam Adu Parikshit, let us understand what is Corona in Ayurveda. It says that everyone say that it is Janapadodvamsa Vyadhi. And when we say that Ayurveda has a legacy of thousands of years, then in the past also, there were many epidemics, and now history tells that every 100 years there is one epidemic, which really where the entire world and the larger epidemics and the pandemic is really attacked the human life through vitiated Vayu, Jala, Desha, and Kal. It was 100 years back, it was the plague, then it was the cholera and the Spanish flu and many others. And there is a history says that even the British rulers, they had really awarded the Ayurveda physician for treating this pandemic situation, Janapadodvamsa Vyadhi, through the principles of the management of Janapadodvamsa. When we say that the entire community is infected, and there is a all very beautiful explanation about prasangat, gatra sansparshat, nishvasat, saha bhojanat, saha sayyasanat chapi, vastra malyanulepana. So it is when we say that, and now you can see the health ministry and the entire world has accepted this as a prevention is better than cure. और हम ये कहते हैं कि निदान परिवर्जन करना. तो हम जब फोन उठाते हैं हम यही कहते हैं कि 2 गज की दूरी, मास्क है जरूरी. या जब तक दवाई नहीं तब तक ढिलाई नहीं। हम ये कह रहे हैं कि जब 2 गज की दूरी आयुर्वेद है जरूरी, क्योंकि आयुर्वेद ने ही ये कहा है कि गात्र संस्पर्श है, सहभोजन है, सहशय्यासन और वस्त्रमाला। सो डोंट डू इट, just use the mask, use the physical distance, but at the same time in Janapadodhnos Vyadhi the key of the management is rasayan, improve, strengthen your immunity, and आप कितना भी अपने आप को ठीक करेंगे, जब तक ये विशिएटेड वायु, जल, देश और काल, बेसिक फैक्टर्स जब क्लीन नहीं होंगे तब तक ये कोरोना नहीं ठीक होगा। ये आयुर्वेद को पता था, इसीलिए ये ड्रॉपलेट इन्फेक्शन से हो गया। वी हैव एडवोकेटेड धूपना, हर्बल हेल्थ फ्यूमिगेशन, which we are following, and we have adopted all those measures, and in the past also this Dhupana Havana has really helped a lot. Coming to the specific corona in Ayurveda, and everyone asks what is the name you give Ayurveda, whether it is a Sannipata Jwar, whether it is a Vata Kapha Jwar, Pitta dominant Jwar, whether it is a Rakta Pitta Purva Rupa, whether it is a Raja Ekshma, what exactly it is. So it is said that Vikara Nam Kushlo na Jiyat Kadachana Nahi Sarva Vikarana नामो अस्ति न ध्रुवा। सो आप दोष की इन्वॉल्वमेंट, और जब आगंतुज व्याधि होते तो आगंतुज व्याधि आगंतुज शरीर को इन्फेस्ट करके फिर दोषों को और धातु को विषेद करते हैं। यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड द इन्वॉल्वमेंट ऑफ दोष एंड धातु and the system, and then according to plan the condition. And when we say that the principle of management, it is the fourfold management where physician, medicine, paricharak and the patients are being taken care. And what we did, we understood the corona संप्राप्ति and the patients are being, हमारे वो जो वैद्य है उनका हमने ओरिएंटेशन किया। औषधों का संग्रह, हमारा एक कोरोना का अलग स्टोर बनाया। पैरामेडिकल स्टाफ इंक्लूडिंग हाउसकीपिंग, आवर अटेंडेंट, टेक्नीशियन, ऑल नर्सिंग स्टाफ, ईच एंड एवरीवन नोज हाउ टू वेयर अ पीपीपी, डोनिंग, डोपिंग। हर कोई काढ़ा लेता है, अपनी आप की रक्षा कैसे करना, एवरीवन नोज दैट। And what is the important? And patient, yes, very important. Through our patient education cell, each and every patient is really knows how to take care of themselves, what is the diet, lifestyle, thought process, and care with compassion. क्योंकि कोरोना में physical से भी ज़्यादा mental health is very important, because those patient who carry the social stigma is very it is not really getting, क्योंकि आयुर्वेद में भी ये कहा है अनिर्वेदो वार्त लक्षणानाम श्रेष्ठम and विषादो रोग वर्धनानाम श्रेष्ठम. So when the patient is depressed, whatever जो जितना भी चतुष्पाद की पूरा सब कुछ है, लेकिन patient will not be cured. And the review says that many literature and the paper says that those patients who were depressed, they only succumb to the severe category and they only succumb to the death. And those patients who had a good mental status, they did not even cross to the next level of the corona. So this is very important. We are trying to do, and each and everyone should do this. And not only we have to communicate that this is Chikitsa Chatushpad. Each and every corner of India, we have to take all those systems. When the first slide said that this knowledge system needs to be established, not only knowledge would help, but we need to establish the system. It should be in place, and that system should be in the patient's behavior, lifestyle, and its modification, understanding, taking everything mindfully. And the incubation symptoms, signs of the corona, as everyone knows that the dry cough, sore throat, fever, headache. And now it is a time, because we have learned each and everyone through the medias and through the various awareness program, but now it is time to understand post-COVID management and what can be the complications of the vaccines, co-vaccines, and many others, and how to overcome with these simple principle of the Ayurveda management holistic. And when we did Ayurveda holistic management, then the principle to corona, the three principles, whatever you see the advisory, the clinical trial protocol of the ministry, or the clinical management protocol and the research management protocol of the ministry, it highlights three aspects. One is preventing the virus entering into our cells. आपने अगर देखा होगा तो जो नस्य है वो भी एक फिल्म बनाता है, nasal administration of the fatty layer, oil, ghee, lipid media that forms the layer and that really prevents the entry of the virus. जो वायरस है वो लिविंग नेजल एपिथेलियम को बाइंड नहीं करता और इससे फिर उसका रिप्लिकेशन नहीं होता. जो काढ़ा है, गरार, नॉट काढ़ा बट हल्दी वाला, नमक वाला जो गरारे करना है, उससे से भी वायरस अंदर नहीं जाता. वैसे ही ऑयल कूलिंग है एंड ऑल अदर मेजर्स आर द लोकल मेजर्स, देन द स्टॉपिंग रिप्लिकेशन ऑफ द वायरस एंड देन द सिम्पटम मैनेजमेंट जो हमने स्पाइसेस कटुतिक्त से जो किया है, दैट इज द सेम. एंड देन लास्टली इट इज अ रिड्यूसिंग द डैमेज दैट ऑकर्स टू द टिश्यूज. तो जो एक हमारी रसायन जो हमने कहा है कि जो हार्ट, लंग, आपने देखा मायोसाइटिस है या कार्डियोमायोसाइटिस है, न्यूमोनाइटिस है, तो ये जो एक टारगेट ऑर्गन डैमेज करने से ही तुरंत स्ट्रोक हो जाता है या मायोकार्डियल इन्फेक्शन होता है, एम्बोलस होता है. तो ये जो टारगेट ऑर्गन को डैमेज नहीं करना, जो ऑक्सीडेटिव स्ट्रेस को निकालना, उसका इम्यूनोमॉड्यूलेशन, इम्यून सिस्टम को स्ट्रेंथन, ये हमारी रसायन चिकित्सा रिस्टोरेशन हेल्थ से करता है. सो दिस वाज द प्रिंसिपल वी हैव अडॉप्टेड एंड द मिनिस्ट्रीज, इफ यू केयरफुली अंडरस्टैंड how this ministry's advisory has been framed, it has these three principles where there are local measures, there are general measures and there are specific measures. And if you look into Chawanprash, Avla and हल्दी वाला दूध, दो that is a रसायन, हमारी जो स्पाइसेस है, जो काढ़ा है, वो रिप्लिकेट नहीं करता, एंटीवायरल है, एंटी इंफ्लेमेटरी है, एंड ऑल द फिजिकल मेजर्स लाइक नस्य एंड ऑल दैट रियली हेल्प्स. एंड इसके साथ साथ आयुर योग इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. व्हेन वी से दैट it is not only physical but mental and spiritual is also very important. We say that Ayurveda is a physical face of yoga and yoga is a spiritual face of Ayurveda. Those are two sides of a single coin, and there that protocol is very important that you have to communicate to each and everyone, that each and every person, because our knowledge system should reach to last person of the India, rural India. That's our initiative of creating this dialogue, Ayur Samvad. So it's from Sukshma Vayam, sitting postures, yogasanas, to the relaxation, and you can see within 15 to 20 minutes, some are the physical forward, lateral and backward bending, then some are the relaxation exercise, then the pranayam, breathing and meditation. So it completes. And I'm really happy that in All India Institute of Ayurveda, in our COVID health center, in all our healthcare workers, 1 hour is completely dedicated to follow this protocol strictly. All our healthcare workers, they do, our patients do, and that's why our frontline warriors, they are safe with zero mortality till date. And look at the daily routine for self-care, starting from the nasya, gargling, steam inhalation. Those are preventing the entry into the virus. Then yoga, it's a physical and spiritual. Golden milk, rasayan, kadha is replication. And as we know that warm water, and there were many questions being asked by the scientific community across the world. Why Ayurveda is a holistic, Ayurveda can treat, and why you are just advocating hot water and simple home care measure. This is not Ayurveda, but try to understand this when the entire world was under the lockdown, and in the rural India where there is no facility, but this warm water itself really kills and prevents the replication of the virus into the system, and that makes the activity of the virus gets weakened. And each and every word what we say, and it is in the advisory, is supported with the evidences and the scientific documents. When it was understood that the only drinking warm water throughout the day really prevents and really duplication of the virus, and that weakens the activity, I think this is a simple measure we can advocacy of the Ushna Koshnodak. I think it's very important, especially in the winter and even in coming Vasant Rutu also, and all these seasons it is really very important. And these spices, जैसे कि हमने धनिया, जीरा, it is a common spice which we use, but the haldi, and specifically haldi with in winter it should be trikatu with haldi wala doodh, garlic. Those who really prefer to have, I think these, and there are other spices which can be used. Chawanprash, no need to explain about its utility because Avla a day keeps doctor away. And what Ayurveda says, because this is a Ayurveda samvad. Someone of our late Vaidya Khadiwale ji, he used to say that Avla रोज खाओ. उस क्यों खाओ पूछा? जीवेत वर्ष शतम कृष्ण केशी. That means if you take Avla a day, आप पूरे 100 साल विदाउट एक काला बाल नहीं, and all these signs of aging आपको नहीं मिलेगी if you. And what we have observed in the that Sanjeevani app which ministry developed, and we have the responses of 1.25 crore responders, and out of that, those responded 87% they responded said that they were using either of any immunomodulators, and more than 70% they said that they are using some Avla based product. So it really has antioxidant, immunomodulators, anti-inflammatory, and one in all solution. So I think keep taking Chawanprash, keep taking Brahmarasan, keep taking Avla Rasan, or those who have comorbid condition, Avla with Haldi, Maheshu Nishamalki, because Avla and Haldi both are useful in Corona. Now coming to Ayush Kwat. Ayush Kwat, all spices, but because there were many queries that ये ऐसे कहने कि काढ़ा खाने से हमारा अर्श बढ़ गया, एंड आंवला खाने से बहुत कुछ, काढ़ा खाने से बहुत कुछ मुख में छाले हो गए. But that how to prepare, how much to take, when to take is very important, because Ayurveda Prayoga Vigyan is also very important. We say that Tulsi, Munakka, Dalchini should be 1 part and Kali Mirch should be 1/4. And it is, you can see it is a tea, so it should be नाम काढ़ा है, फांट बनाना है और हर्बल टी जैसे बनाना है. So that's how it is to be taken. अगर जिनको छाले मुंह में है, पित्त की मिजाज है, तो आप उसमें आंवला, मुलेठी, इलायची या गुड़ूची भी डाल सकते हैं. हमने भी ऐसा बनाया है, कस्टमाइज किया है. अगर आपको बहुत ज्यादा गर्मी हो रही तो दूध में, जैसे चाय में दूध डालते, चाय में डाल के उबाल सकते हैं, वो वैसे भी आप ले सकते हैं. और जिनको बहुत बैलेंस रहना है तो आप फांट जैसा कंकॉक्शन बना के 1 कप पानी में 1 चम्मच डाल के 2-3 मिनट उबाल के छान के ले सकते हैं. यू कैन ऐड lemon, you can add jaggery, you can also add milk, but when you add milk, don't add lemon. सुबह शाम 2 बार कम से कम लेना चाहिए. हल्दी वाला दूध सुबह लो, शाम को सोते वक्त, क्योंकि जो नित्यम घृतक क्षीराभ्यासो रसायनानाम व्यवस्थापनानाम श्रेष्ठम, तो आपको दूध ले, उसके साथ अधिकस्य अधिकर्म फलम. इसीलिए हल्दी वाला इन पैंडेमिक सिचुएशन में हमें हर चीज में उसका लाभ मिला है. ये जो नस्य है, जो हमने आयु रक्षा प्रोजेक्ट किया, जिसमें हमने ये तीनों का प्रिवेंटिव किट में एक 80,000 दिल्ली पुलिस को एक अणुतेल दिया और नाक में 1-1 बूंद डालिए, या आप चलते फिरते ही 10 में दिन में 11 बार डालने का विधान है. हम ये कहते कि सुबह जैसे बाहर आप जा रहे हो, when you are going out into the marketplace, you just add, because it is a double masking, physiological mask, biomass, and that really helps when you are putting the mask outside, but inside also you are putting one layer and the film that prevents you from the masses. बट ऑल्सो इसका भी एक एडिशनल एडवांटेज है अनु तेल का, क्योंकि एक ये अंतरिक्ष जल में गोदुग्ध में बना हुआ 26 से ज्यादा जड़ी बूटी से बनाया है. सो इट ऑल्सो हेल्प्स इन ऑल अदर एस्पेक्ट्स, स्ट्रेंथनिंग योर सेंसेस, पंचेंद्रियों को अच्छा वर्धन करता है. वली पलित खालित्य, एजिंग की साइंस नहीं आती, बाल अच्छे होते हैं. सो देर आर अदर, it also improves the awareness. There are many references and the research is done, and there is a lot of references about this anu tel, and we are using. I will appeal that everyone should use, because we should practice before we preach, and we all are using at All India Institute and under ministry, and we have gifted more than 1.5 lakh preventive kits, including Ayuraksha. Name itself is Ayuraksha kit, where it is Anu tel, we have the kadha, we have the chawanprash, and also we have this Sanchamani Vati as a Giloy. So this is the second simple measure as a steam inhalation, because the steam directly goes to the lung and the heart, where the bronchospasm is relieved, and there the activity is, it does not really lead into cytokines down. That is the overreacting reaction of our immune system. That's how the research says. The most safe डेली हर्बल हेल्थ प्रमोटर, क्योंकि गुडुचि के 5 ही चीजें हैं कि जो स्वस्थ हित कैटेगरी में है। पहले आंवला था, दूसरी गुडुचि है, चौथी मुनक्का है। तो हमने सबको जो प्रिवेंटिव किट है या जो एडवाइजरी है रसायन की, इसमें ये तीनों चीजें हैं, और दुग्ध है, घृत है। सो दिस इसी से ही बना हुआ संचमनी वटी, जो गुडुचि कटुका तिक्ता स्वाद का रसायन ऐसे कहा है। तो ये तिक्त भी है और मधुर विपाकी है, इसीलिए जो ज्वरग्न है, जीर्ण ज्वर में काम आती है, विषम ज्वर में काम आती है। सो इट हैज गॉट एंटी फीवर, एंटी इन्फ्लेमेटरी, एनाल्जेसिक, इम्यूनोमॉड्यूलेटर एंड एंटीऑक्सीडेंट एक्टिविटी। इसीलिए 2 गोली रोज देना सुबह शाम। आई थिंक इट हेल्प्स इन ऑल दी stages, preventive, promotive, therapeutic and post corona restorative phase. That's why it's very important. Now coming to diet, everyone is very knowledgeable, but only one caution is a mindful eating. Whatever diet and pathya parej matlab bland diet nahi hai. Whatever are your food habits, preferences, you have to just understand mindful eating. 1 कटोरी दाल, चावल, रोटी, सब्जी दिन में 1 बार होना चाहिए, छाछ होना चाहिए, सलाद होना चाहिए उबला हुआ। आपकी अग्नि भूख कितनी, what to eat, what we eat is very important, when we eat, yes very important। आप देखिए, क्योंकि there is a nature signature, we are a miniature। जब सूरज ऊपर होता है 10 से 6 बजे 7 बजे तक, तभी खाना चाहिए। बाद में और पहले कम खाना चाहिए नहीं, because you don't get the solar energy to digest. That's very important. How much? Very important. क्योंकि बहुत अच्छा लगा इसीलिए भरपेट खाए, ऐसे नहीं। 1/4 हिस्सा घूमने के लिए। आप देखो कोई भी चीज पकाते हैं तभी भी बर्तन थोड़ा खाली रहना चाहिए। सो दिस इज हाउ 6 षड्रसस्य चतुर्विधस्य 12 जो वर्ग है उससे बना हुआ सुपाच्य, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट। आप कुछ भी खाए, इट शुड बी फ्रेश, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। यस, and I really welcome our additional secretary Pathak ji, and we are really very sorry for all this technical snag that what happened, but I welcome sir, and I'm concluding, I'm just about to in the midst of the presentation, so I'm happy that you are also witnessing the presentation that's for each and everyone. And the longevity of the life includes health habits.
Thank you, Dr. Nesri. It is very educative for me also. So I am also listening very attentively. A lot of information and very useful information is to me. So as an attendee also I am listening, and it is I hope that many of the things are new to me also, and it is very, very useful for me. So please go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir, for all your precious time and just listening to. And we are very happy, and I'm really happy, sir. I know that your entire family for last 10 months, you are very devotedly and dedicatedly following all the Ayurveda and all the lifestyle and the diet. And in your colony also, you had arranged these lectures. So we are really thankful for all your support, and I'm very happy with God's grace and with following Ayurveda. Our additional secretary and the entire family is very safe, and with having the same. But that's what, sir, I was telling, that we are practicing what we preach, and that's why just try to become the role model so that the others to follow. And this is how the lifestyle, we have made it very simple equation. Entire Ayurveda, Dinacharya, Rutucharya, Achara, Rasayan, everything is written. All our students, I was just asking them, Brahme Murte Uttishta, कौन उठता है 5 बजे भाई? No one. सूर्योदय से पहले उठो, and सूर्यास्त होने के बाद जागरण मत करो. So all these are don'ts, but we have to make some practical equation and solution which will lead us to the longevity. So जो हमारा आहार निद्रा ब्रह्मचर्य is your lifestyle behavior आचरण. So हमने जो 24 hours है 8 3s are 24. Divide your 24 hours into 3 equal categories, and those 8 hours, if your day starts from 6 p.m. So हम कहते हैं आहार निद्रा ब्रह्मचर्य लाइफस्टाइल कैसे करिए, जिसमें हमने ये चौथी लाइन है वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस. So this work life balance is balancing your 24 hours, because all successful people, Nobel laureates, legendaries, what they have done, उनको 24 hours से ज्यादा घंटे तो मिले नहीं, but what they were successful in managing the time which have work life balance with them, what they have, and equally time management is very important. So 8 घंटा सुबह 6 से 10 बजे तक अपना ओन जो दिनचर्या ऋतुचर्या अभ्यंग व्यायाम जो करना है, खान पान नाश्ता करिए. शाम के 6 से 10 बजे आपके फैमिली को टाइम, रिक्रिएशन, relaxation, all those you can devote, including your diet and your other hobbies. And रात के 10 बजे से सुबह 6 घंटे 6 बजे तक 8 days 8 hours, it's a निद्रा रेस्ट. You should not रात्रों जागरण नहीं करना चाहिए, क्योंकि that is the repair time. Your entire body needs rest, relaxation, and it is a wear tear repair mechanism. If you just cross 2 hours here, that really hampers the repair mechanism, and that is all anabolic activities happen during the sleeping time. So you should not allow this maintenance prakriya in your system to just disturb it, and that happens, that is because of the participation. The second is this timing 10 to 6 p.m. again 8 घंटे. It's your professional life. Dedicate 8 hours. Dedication is very important. Even Abdul Kalam was telling that those who live longer, जो ऑफिस का काम घर में ले जाते हैं, those are inefficient, क्योंकि वो incompetency inefficient. We have to learn how to manage the time. I think that's the way of living without stress. Stress ना भी दे ले भी ना दे भी ना. I think that's how. Then in these 6 to 10 and again from 6 to 10 morning and evening, what you have to do, exercise 30 minutes minimum, walking, jogging, whatever as per your capacity, feasibility and the likings. Gym में जा सकते, but what important is yoga. It's very important, 30 minutes including relaxation and pranayam. आपके फैमिली का एनवायरनमेंट कंजीनियल, कंड्यूसिव, स्ट्रेस फ्री होना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, इसीलिए कुछ ना कुछ रिक्रिएशन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है. मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट इज अ प्यूरिफिकेटरी मेजर्स, बिकॉज जो कुछ कोरोना भी हुआ पिछले फरवरी में बढ़ा और नवंबर में बढ़ा, क्योंकि जब सीजनल ट्रांजिशन होता है देन देयर इज अ वायरल लोड एनवायरनमेंट में बढ़ता है, शरीर का अग्नि भी मंद होता है. सो ऑल दोज एक्यूमुलेटेड फ्री रेडिकल्स, ऑक्सीडेटिव स्ट्रेस, दैट नीड्स टू बी फ्लश्ड आउट. इसीलिए आपने भी देखा कि पूरे वर्ल्ड में, ऑल दो संस्कृत में फास्टिंग कहा गया है. नवरात्रि होती है चैत्र और शारदीय नवरात्रि, बिल्कुल दो शरद और वसंत दो ऋतु में कही गई है. आई थिंक आयुर्वेद ऑल्सो सेज दैट इन शरद ऋतु यू फॉलो विरेचन, एंड इन वमन इन फरवरी you have this vamana, and during Varsha it is a basti. So this seasonal purification is very important, and each and everyone according to their age and their prakruti, they should take some supplements as a rejuvenating herbs. तो डाइट अगर फ्रेश अच्छा है, एक्सरसाइज कर रहे हैं, माइंडसेट अच्छा है और रिजुविनेटिंग डाइट है, बीच बीच में अगर डिटॉक्स करते हैं, आई थिंक आपको शतायुषु होने के लिए कोई भी रोक नहीं सकता. आई थिंक दिस इज द वे ऑफ आयुर्वेद रियली हैज दिस स्ट्रेंथ इन द प्रिवेंशन एंड प्रमोशन. And in this corona pandemic, what we could achieve is only giving this entire message to the world that my health is my responsibility. और हम ले सकते हैं, हमें ये कर सकते हैं. तो कोरोना होगा भी तो वो असिम्टोमेटिक होगा, माइल्ड होगा, आगे बढ़ेगा नहीं, कॉम्प्लिकेशन नहीं होगी. So these are the FAQs in the Ministry of Ayush website. If you go through, I think each and every learners and trainers should tell this, are there traditional medicine that can prevent the cure or cure? Yes, there are many traditional medicines and therapy like Ayush, Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha. Within India, it is a medical pluralism, and around the world, WHO report says that 198 countries are following their own traditional medicine. But now it is a time to create classical yet contemporary, create evidence to our all classical. लेकिन हर किसी को अगर क्लासिकल ट्रेडिशनल मेडिसिन को आपने मेन स्ट्रीम में इंटीग्रेट किया, आई थिंक दैट रियली हेल्प्स इन मिनिमाइजिंग the other adverse effects and the hazardous effect. And who has prepared national clinical protocol? In the ministry, a national under the chairmanship of Bhushan Patwardhan, an interdisciplinary task force was constituted, and where ICMR, CSIR, Ministry of Ayush, CCRS, and all the national institutions, they also had involved. And I'm really happy to share that all those NGOs in representing 6,000 physicians across the country, like Ayurved, Vyaspeeth, NEMA, and many others, they also joined, and all their consensus document was formed into clinical management protocol, which was standardized by the task force. And I'm really happy to share that this has been screened and standardized at the level of PMO also. And then only it has been notified by the Ministry of Ayush. And we are happy to share that we are exactly implementing the same clinical trial protocol in the COVID health center, where mild and moderate patients are being treated with a very good result, which we are scientifically documenting. And there is a scientific rationale. Yes, there are scientific rationales, like my friend Shalini also mentioned, but it is a Guduchi, which I have mentioned, having all those reasons: anti-inflammatory, analgesic, immunomodulator, antiviral. Avla has a reason. Yashtimadu is screened, and the Ayush 64, which is the fourth candidate selected by the ministry, is widely screened, and in many 187 clinical trials are being conducted on all these 4 identified candidates, and all are CTRI registered, and the interim reports also have said are the encouraging results. What is it? It is a Vyadhik Shamatva according to, and it is a innate, and किसी को जन्म बल से मिलती है, लेकिन जो acquired है, that is very important, and that we have to really acquire, earn through our lifestyle, diet, and thought process, which I have already mentioned. Are the recommended? Yes, those are safe, because quality, safety, efficacy have ensured, but they are safe only when they are taken by the safe administration protocol. Is taking Ayush Kwath regularly injurious to health? If you take it judiciously, it is not injurious, but if you don't take judiciously, it will be injurious. It is like tea every day you are taking. Is it harming your liver? No. So the same thing, you have to take twice, 80 ml, 2 cups. I think then it is not injurious, it is really supporting. Are the medicine prescribed in the protocol immune boosting? We don't say immune boosting, we say immunomodulation, because the cytokine storm itself is an overstimulation of our immune system. So all our herbs are immunomodulation, they strengthen the system. जैसे कि इम्यून सिस्टम, व्हाट इज साइटोकाइन स्टॉर्म, अगर चूहा घर में घुस गया तो भी हम गन से उसको धड़ाधड़ा मार रहे हैं, तो वो होगा क्या कि सिस्टम ही खराब होगी. तो वो चूहों का चूहा ही समझ के इम्यून सिस्टम का रिस्पॉन्स करना, it is how it is called as immunomodulation. So down regulating cytokine storm and strengthening the immune system, where it creates the antibodies and prevents the target organ damage. That's what I use, and this is some of the guidelines which are on the website of the Ministry of Ayush. I am very happy to share that it is not only practitioners guideline, but it is the clinical trial guidelines, and we are just developing and dynamic to the need of the time. There is a guideline that is a post-corona management, where Ayush Kada, then Ashwagandha is the one which is in the prevention, prophylaxis and post-treatment management. Avla, Chavanprash, Avla powder, Mulethi powder. More important in the post-treatment management is a Rasayan Churnavati. That is Avla, Gokshur and Guduchi. All three are there. There is one Gokshur and that really minimizes the fatigue, musculoskeletal pain, joint pain and restlessness and sleeplessness and Chavanprash. This is what post-corona management. And this one spreadsheet, if you just spread across India, I think that would serve the purpose because it is a time tested and it says that it is a pre-infection, asymptomatic, mild, moderate, cure, that is a rehabilitation. And here we say that it is a Rasayan Churna, Avla, Guduchi and Gokshur. And it includes all standard treatment protocol because Ayurveda is a holistic. It is not one pill. From morning to evening, what physical measures like gargling, then yoga, and then Guduchi Pipali, then Ayush Kada. You can see in the pre-infection, Guduchi is for the treatment. Pipali, if Guduchi is to be taken, only Guduchi is to be taken. Then Ayush Kada. Sanchamanivati, you can see this is only Guduchi, twice daily. Sudarshan Ghanavati is only in the moderate and mild when there is a fever. Anutel daily steam inhalation, and these are some of the, as per the, like in southern part, Bilvadi Gutika is very important. When there is a sore throat, you can take Vyoshadivati. और if there is a स्टोमेटाइटिस, पित्त जैसा है तो आप एलादिवटी ले सकते हैं. ज्यादा बलगम आ रहा है तो खदीरादिवटी ले सकते हैं. सो ऑल दीज आर more important, read caution, because we have not established ourselves in severe condition. We have to understand our strength and limitation. Maybe the next step, after some years, we would establish ourselves because Ayurveda has a strength in severe management and Chikitsa also. But now, as on today, we have the guidelines for mild, moderate, and post-corona management. And at All India Institute also, and all those CSC, we have established clear linkage and the protocol of referral. Because when we say that we don't have any mortality, we say that we are referral protocol. Ambulance 24/7 is there. It's all equipped with all these oxygen therapy and other gadgets of the resuscitation, CPR and everything. And we have the established of telemedicine with the experts and the higher referral center as a COVID ward. So this is how. And these post-COVID compilations like damage to the heart muscle, fibrosis of the lung, brain nervous tissue because it is a stroke, and anosmia is the main. But what we understood that when those who are taking Anutel, they really did not develop any anosmia also. And the mental health with our yoga and other protocol, and pain, musculoskeletal disorders like pain, it was really reviewed by Ashwagandha. Those are some of the Avla, Ashwagandha. I'm just repeating again, which is already mentioned and explained. It is available on the Ministry of Ayush guide website. And also very important is all those efforts of the evidence and creating the evidence and task force. Even Mr. Pathak, he is also chairing the ministry's task force for taking these Ayush activities forward across the country, and in the research and clinical management mode. So with all the efforts of dedicated task force members, even there is a DSMB, that is a third party assessment of the Clinical Data Management Board, DSMB, the VM Katoj is also chairing that. So with all those efforts of the secretary and everyone, this entire the protocol has been included as a part of the national protocol, which is through the health ministry, and that's the success where each and everyone has got now legal provision through the state. And unfortunately, health is a state subject, so we really are happy that the directors of the state have joined in this initiative so that it would take forward. And I'm sure there are many more activities the state is doing. More than that, this is the baseline, and then the state can add on. And as India has a cultural biodiversity, the practices, the solutions may be some more also depending on the cultural heritage and the practices. That's all also welcome. And this again is a adding more, one more addition is a Shatavari, which is also Rasayan, and that also can be used in the Pitta dominant inflammatory conditions. Some of the pictures of the care with compassion, because those COVID health centers in the Ayurveda setup, if it is to be hospitals, it's to be established, more important component of the yoga by healthcare workers, and you can see our patients are also doing. So recreation, because patients are being honored, awarded for successful completion, and you can see this is supported by, we are showing, because you can see PPE, all those health protocols of the infection control, biomedical waste management is strictly followed and adhered. Each and every bed has oxygen therapy, emergency management, and that's why our honorable minister have blessed such many setups across the India, which what we say that we are not doing anything different, but we are doing the thing differently, where the holistic protocol of the Ayurveda is implemented in toto, where there is a minimal intervention of the drugs, but more intervention of other non-clinical measures. That is the key of the success. You can see the carom board here, where the recreation activations are free to enjoy. We say that even our healthcare workers, they stay there. Today is also the 23rd round of rotation in the COVID setup, which is a separate. And we say that what is their responsibility? Their responsibility is that they have to learn how to enjoy the work, how to enjoy the service to the dedicated service to the patient. Thank you, one and all, for patient listening. Thank you, Pathak sir, for joining us. And we request you for your blessings now. And afterwards, we'll address the queries, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nesri, for a very informative and very useful lecture and initiative taken by the Ministry of Ayush. I welcome, I'm sorry for being late because of some technical snag, and I hope the officers, directors, and the staff of Ayush in various states are the members are attending today's meeting. So I welcome them, and I acknowledge their role and their efforts, their sincerity round the clock during the last 7-8 months, and they are following the advisories of and creating awareness about Ayush system of medicine in their respective states. In fact, we have through a WhatsApp group, we were associated with each other for the last 7-8 months. I remember that when all this started in January or February 2020, then that time everybody was clueless. What is this disease? How it is spreading? More importantly, what is to be done to prevent its spread and to cure the people who are infected by it? So at that time, when everybody was in clueless, Ministry of Ayush issued a first advisory in the month of February, if I remember correctly, that how to take ahead, how to build up your immunity system to face. So that time we were not concerned about the cure because there was no cure. We were not aware of this system. What we thought that let us strengthen ourselves. Let us boost our immunity. That was our approach from the beginning. Instead of finding about what is the cure and if we get infected, how to get cured, we wanted to create an ambience where nobody can fall ill by not only by COVID but by any other disease. So that was our first concern, that we should strengthen the immunity, and that time we issued an advisory. At that time, Government of India constituted 9 group of secretaries committees, and one of group of secretaries committee for capacity building and enhancement, Secretary Ministry of Ayush was a member. And this group was meeting daily when the entire country was in lockdown. Daily it was having the meeting, how to create, first our concern was to create a very robust infrastructure. If so many people will fall ill, that time itself we were the prediction were there, it will not stand in thousands, it may go in lakhs and crores. So our first major concern was to prepare the health delivery system and health management system to deal with so many patients. So that time we worked out, all the group of Secretary Ayush was regularly attending the meeting, and we thought that a system should be worked out where there should not be any paucity of manpower, health professionals, as well as health infrastructure. That time we collected a list of all Ayush doctors, Ayush professionals, Ayush students who were around 760 college Ayush colleges were there. So all those things we collected, and we provided this list of around 8 lakh Ayush professionals along with their phone number, district-wise phone number, nodal officer, state-wise nodal officer, district-wise nodal officer, and we hosted in covidwarriors.gov.in. Today also you can visit and you can see this thing. Then simply it was not enough to identify the person. We arranged for their training also, and we devised iGOT platform. We had some good courses for them, and iGOT platform of DOPT. So we created a separate vertical for Ayush training courses in iGOT platform, so that anybody who wants, he can educate themselves, because it was a very short time and we have to reach to every nook and corner so that people can understand in case of any eventuality what is to be done. So we have devised video courses, and we hosted on that thing along with the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Then we told our Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, we placed all the resources, our colleges, our hospitals, all around the country at the disposal, and we made it a virtual COVID ward in all the colleges, all the hospitals. So with all those things, we provided infrastructure support, and there the role of Ayush Directorate came into being. They immediately responded to all our requests, and I'm on this forum, I express my thankfulness and my gratefulness to all of them, that a need of our everybody rose, and overnight most of them they worked overnight, provided all the information whenever we wanted and whenever we wanted them most. So I'm thankful to them. And after that, as Dr. Tanuja Nesri mentioned, that advisory were issued, people were educated, all those things were in the public domain. I need not repeat all those things. Ministry of Ayush went for randomized control trial. It didn't rest with issuing advisory only. Then our randomized control trial, now we are having international collaborators are also coming on these activities. And as you know that our Honorable Pradhan Mantri in Mann Ki Baat, he mentioned about Saptapadi, and one of the steps was to adopting Ayush in our lifestyle to manage the Corona and COVID related problems. So all those things are there, and now we can see that as Professor Tanuja mentioned that during February and during November, there is sudden increase. What I feel that in our country, to a large extent, today I was saying that it is 98% recovery rate. Mainly it is because of this our lifestyle and adopting our immunomodulator advisories by Ministry of Ayush. A lot of we have conducted this population survey also, and around 1.5 crores people responded to Ayush Sanjeevani app. And that we find that most of the people in one form or the other are following traditional medicine in a sustainable basis, in a regular basis. So all these activities, we want that through this Ayush Samvad scheme, it should be educated, it should be promoted, and it should not end with COVID itself. We can now realize that following a lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle, how much important is to keep yourself in a health and hearty condition. So I really appreciate the initiative of All India Institute of Ayurvedic Sciences that they have through Ayush Samvad, they are approaching all the Ayush directorates, and this will be very, very helpful to common public. And I'm also like to tell that because of our efforts, World Health Organization, they are going to establish World Health WHO Global Center of Traditional Medicine in India. So India has been chosen for the setting up of WHO Global Center for the promotion and carrying out research in Ayurvedic, in traditional medicine. So this is a very big achievement for our system, and I must again acknowledge and accept the assistance and help provided by the Ayush directors in this matter. I hope that through Ayush Samvad activities, they will also organize such Ayush Samvad in their respective state and spread the message of Ministry of Ayush so that common people can benefit. Thank you. Again, I wish this Ayush Samvad a great success.
Thank you very much for your blessings, sir, and your address, which was very, very informative, and that also explained the various initiatives of Ministry of Ayush, which has undertaken during last 10 months, and that has really walked us through this, like surviving the storm, and we have really survived. Maybe very proactive role of the Ministry of Ayush under your able dynamic leadership along with the secretary is achieved, and through the participation of 7 lakh Ayush practitioners across the state. So it's a state partnership. Thank you very much once again. We have received few questions, but because of the time constraint, we can take 1 or 2. And that says that, has any large scale study been undertaken in Ayush for prophylaxis care? Yes, there are in the prophylaxis care at All India Institute of Ayurveda, 80,000 Delhi police personnel were given the preventive kit as a Ayur Raksha, where PHFI, a Public Health Foundation of India, has been roped in, and we are trying to understand the scientific aspects there on the effect on the immune status, what is the immunogenicity and what is the status on immune system pre and post. And there are some studies undertaken by CCRS also on the 1.5 lakh people across the Telangana. They have also given this Ayush Raksha, and there are many other studies across amongst 187 studies. More than 60% are on the prophylaxis. But I'm really very happy to share, sir, here that Ayush Samvad, what today we have initiated, is one of the biggest public health campaign in Ayurveda in the history through Ayurveda graduates. And this would reach, this Samvad dialogue, it is like Jyot se Jyot jagate chalo. So this is like how we are just communicating one person and then adding another and then adding another and enriching this. This is how this Samvad, the word itself, is created. And I'm really thankful to everyone for joining in this Samvad, where this your joining is because it is the one chain of communication. If it is not there, then it would not be further transmitted. So we are thankful and grateful for your participation. And thank you very much for patient listening and your support, sir. Thank you for all the patience. It's over to Shalini, please.
Thank you very much, madam. This was indeed a very enriching experience for all of us, and we are sure the participants would be really enthusiastic to disseminate this knowledge among the public. We now move forwards toward the formal ending of this session with the vote of thanks. I take this pride and privilege to extend our deepest gratitude on behalf of AIIA to our Honorable Minister of Ayush, Independent Charge, Shri Shripad Yeso Naik ji, in absentia, for the initiation of this biggest awareness campaign, and also pray for his speedy health recovery. We are deeply indebted to Honorable Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, Padma Shri Vaidya Rajesh Kotecha ji, for all his support and endeavours. We convey our heartfelt thanks and gratitude to our esteemed Chief Guest, Shri Pramod Kumar Pathak ji, Additional Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, for sparing his precious time and joining and blessing us. We are very thankful to our respected Director, All India Institute of Ayurveda, Professor Tanuja Manoj Nesri ma'am, for being the resource and sharing her esteemed knowledge. We acknowledge our appreciation to the participants for joining in this training of trainers event and being the torch bearers of this knowledge to spread it further. Thanks are due to the IT platform and entire ministry for hosting this event and staff of AIIA for all their endeavors to make this event possible. We really hope this training program turns out to be a big success in the fight against COVID-19 with Ayurveda. Thanking one and all, with the permission of the chair, we declare this session to be over. Have a nice day. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you.